Well, got him home today, or actually, yeah, was it like 1 o'clock in the morning? Almost midnight, 1 o'clock. Definitely, a thing. Had to get the wife some coffee. So, we got him registered today. Went out, got him coffee. The wife's already here. The General Grievous. And his new personal plate from Kansas. Well, no, you gotta put it there and just poke holes through there. So his new Kansas plate. The actual Kansas plate will come in later. But yeah, personalized, also with Grievous. Not bad. Making the wife do the work. Because, it's nice having a handy wife.
I need a shorter one. The work is I'm doing, but now it's too long. Now I'm missing a freaking.
Here, we're having technical difficulties, or she's having technical difficulties. So that's his new life. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the full conversion of one plate to the other. I don't think Kansas supports that many letters. When I was writing it out, I couldn't put the O in there for some stupid reason. It's just not enough. Too many letters. So it couldn't be a 1-to-1 conversion, but I tried. But yeah, the Grievous lives on here. And then we have Kathryn, so her older sister, or his older sister. So what's going to happen is now we spend time we got to get her rough idle fixed. She's got a rough idle. I put the new intake manifold in, and I think the throttle body sensors finally just gave up the ghost. So I gotta go and get those replaced, and then she'll be up and running again. And then him, it's just a matter of figuring out where we're gonna go, what is important first. I think game plan is cancer. We got to get rid of cancer. Dan's already cut a good chunk of this side out. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting this off, putting a steel, why am I drawing a blank today? Man, what does Doug say? Amateur hour, yeah. Rocker panel. We're going to put a steel rocker panel down, put it on there. This needs to be scrubbed and painted again because all the paint came off of it. But Kathryn, my wife, likes these. And this one came off because my welding is garbage. This side, I had someone else do it for me. This came out much better. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go and get another set of these. Even though we're replacing the rocker panel on the Grievous, she likes using this rock slider to climb up and down. And especially if we're going to go with a long arm kit, it's easier for her to climb up and down with this style of rock slider. So this dent is an old memory. That's why when I was fixing her and getting things, I didn't replace this dent. But now I'm in Rust Country Central. I might have to just cut my losses, and I might have to do the same thing. Even though there's no rust, there's surface rust on this. Well, I might have to repaint it. But I don't want crap getting up in there and rusting this out. So I might have to cut my losses on that memory. My uncle helped me lift this stupid thing up. I say stupid thing, but my late uncle, helped me out, and even after protest, I told him that's not where the high lift jack goes. Him and I had gotten into an argument, and to prove the point, he put it right here, lifted up, and it crumpled. And it came back and smacked. And if you saw the door, when I put the actual doors back on, you'll see where it slammed in and smacked the door too. I kept the whole dent. And I sealed everything here so it shouldn't rust, but you never know. It's just one of the random arguments and stuff. And we laughed about it later, and we ended up getting drunk and stupid, and he apologized about it. But the thing is it's one of those memories when you have an uncle that's an asshole. He does asshole things, but then you end up drinking with him later, and you're just having a good time. And that's why we kept this memory. So Kathryn likes this style of rock slider. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to cut that rocker panel off and find a way to get, simulate a pinch weld and get the same kind of rock slider on the General. We're going to get him up in the air and make sure that any other cancer that maybe Dan didn't see or hasn't addressed is addressed, and we address it. We take care of it, so we can just get rid of it. I mean, this fender, I can just get a new fender, so that's not a big issue. I'm not worried about that. Because you look on this side, and hell, if we're gonna do the same thing here with the bushwhacker fender flares. That part gets cut off anyway, so we might just have to assess the situation and see where we're at on that. So, but yeah, first goal, addressing cancer. Getting this rocker panel cut off, the opposite side do the same thing, and then getting new rock sliders. This side, the pinch weld is all messed up, so when I welded it on here, it wasn't sturdy enough, and so it broke. My welds broke, and then the paint's been chipping off, and so it's got the surface rust. So I gotta cut this off, grind off all the surface rust, repaint it with better paint. The stuff that even though that side's the paint's starting to come off too. And then when I cut this rocker panel off, then do the same thing, simulate a pinch weld, put this on there. We're gonna do the same thing on both Jeeps. If you haven't been paying, like with my Instagram things, there's a bunch of history pictures. This was when this damage, and kind of see it coming off, the old Bondo. This is like, how long have we been married? My wife and I have been married for 12 years, so this has been about almost 13 years worth of Bondo right here, and it's starting to finally downship. We hit some black ice up in the Cascade Mountains and messed up that fender, driver's side fender pretty well. Messed up the tire, rim, messed up this whole thing here. I think that's where we messed up all that freaking rock, all the pinch welds. And then I fixed the dent that's covered up by this. It was over here. It was on this right here. It's been covered up there, but I fixed it. But yeah, it was fun. This is when you don't prep the plastic for this Raptor liner, it chips. And then when you go off-roading and you hit trees or you hit stuff, it chips as well. I'm not worried about it, but the Raptor liner on the Jeep itself is amazing. It hasn't faded, it hasn't chipped off, hasn't done anything else. Inside the Jeep, it's been raining out here, so it's dirty. I've already redone it once before. I might have to redo it again. I mixed it with my dog's ashes, and I don't think it mixed well. But inside the dashboard has my dog's plaque with her pictures. It's all the way on the firewall with a diamond of her ashes too. So we're gonna go get him a bumper like this and get it done right. And then we're gonna get a rear bumper as well. It might not be a 1-to-1 like twin for both of them. I love this bumper from Iron Rock, or Rock Hard, sorry, but it swings to the right, and when we're off-roading, I kind of want to park them next to each other and use the awnings on the opposite side on the roof racks to accommodate each other. So I want the General's rear bumper with the tire carrier swing to the left. And the only person I have found that has a tire carrier that swings to the left is Mountain Vista Fabrications. So we're probably going to go with his rear bumper so that we can get the tire carrier to swing to the left. I like the his is very industrial looking, and I mean I like it, but I also like symmetry. So I like how this is all nice and smooth. It looks like it came from the factory that way. And so the General's gonna, well, you know General from Star Wars. He was very industrial anyway. So we're gonna carry that over. So Mountain Vista is gonna get a lot of money for me. I think we've already put in the cart almost $5,000-$6,000 worth of stuff. So we're gonna be ordering that as soon as we address all that cancer. Once we get the cancer addressed, then we're going to start buying Jeep parts. Once we buy Jeep parts, then it's going to be fast tracking. As for the color, we're going to keep this color, but we're going to try to color match it with Raptor liner. That way, when we're off-roading, we don't get pinstriping and ruining anything, and then we don't have to worry about people door dinging us or scraping the doors, so, or clear coat coming off and making him look ugly, you know. So we're gonna go with a fiberglass hood to match her fiberglass hood. So we're gonna be doing a lot. So if you want to carry along and figure out what's going on, it might be a slow process, because what's going to happen is, you know, we have a 4-month-old, and so my kids come first. With the 4-month-old kind of going on 2-year-old and all my other kids, we're going to be spending a lot of time with them. And so what's going to happen is get her rough idle fixed, and then we're going to take care of his cancer. And then we'll do a lot of camping trips. So he might be heading out in the woods stock for a while, and then we'll be upgrading him as we go. Front and rear bumper, I think after getting to cancer and those rocker panels taken care of and rock sliders, front and rear bumper definitely. So we have recovery gear, roof rack. So we have a rooftop tent, and then lights. I'll get some trail lights on him. Sorry, I'm not used to having a male rig. It's different. So if I misgender him, don't get mad at me. Don't go woke on me, please. Please don't go woke on me. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot. So stay tuned while we figure this out. Input to be awesome. You know, if you have some awesome ideas, what you want to do. I mean, this is just as much your Jeep as it is mine, as much as it is Dan's. Inputs, you know, within my wheelhouse, I'll try to take care of it. I think where axle upgrades are in the works. I have a Dana 44 sitting, grass growing around it. For the front, I got to go to a junkyard and get a Dana 44 in the rear. So I had one lined up, but someone snatched it out from underneath me. So, but Dana 44s are probably what we're going to do instead of Dana 60s. Maybe later, 60, maybe 1 tons later down the road if we feel like he needs them. I don't feel like what we're doing off-roading isn't needed for 1 tons. The reason why I got 1 tons is it was at a price I couldn't resist. So I was going to go 44s on Kathryn, but the guy that I sent her to do some of the re-gearing and stuff, he said, hey, look, I got some Dana 60s for you. And I'm like, he gave me to a price that I was like, you know, I couldn't resist. So that's why she's got Dana 60s. Yeah, you can definitely see the height difference from stock and 7 inches. That's just crazy. But yeah, he's gonna definitely get some upgrades. Like I said, we're gonna get her rough idle taken care of, and then his cancer taken care of first, and then we're gonna start upgrading him and figuring things out. The whole reason why we're even in Kansas, and the whole reason why we're even in a trailer park, is to cut our living costs, so we can spend money on expensive Jeep parts. You know, we paid we're debt free. We are, you know, we can practically retire tomorrow. I mean, actually, most likely we practically can. We are retired, but I can work. You know, when I work, it's all Jeep money. That's it. You know, it doesn't go anything. All my bills are paid. So yeah, we're gonna get her rough idle taken care of, his cancer, and start upgrading him. Any inputs would be great. Any ideas, we'll take into consideration. If it's not too outlandish, then we will definitely put it on the whiteboard, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we're not erasing his history from Dan. We're going to make sure that he represents Dan in the appropriate way, but he also going to represents Craven Adventures as well. His main goal is going to be carrying the family. So as well, she has all the power, all the torque. So she's going to be carrying all the equipment. So all the heavy equipment, the kitchen gear, all of that stuff. I'm going to have one of my sons with me. Joseph's going to be on me when we're on the public road, because he can legally sit in the front seat without a problem. My other son, when we're on the gravel road, he'll sit there, and then I'll have my dog. So as for that, the general is going to have all the other kids. So 3 kids, my wife, and the other dog. So he's going to be the people mover. So we're not going to put a whole bunch of weight on him. If we hit bad trails, that's why she's been overbuilt. If we overbuild her and we go to a bad trail, we can either blaze through it with Kathryn and clear the way for the general. So it's not like we are in a dire need to hurry up and rush him to be like Kathryn. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to address things slowly. We're going to start going on our family trips again. We haven't gone on a trip in a year. A lot of it has to do with doctor's appointments, wife's pregnancy, and then now birth, and now we're dealing with a newborn. And we feel like we were waiting for her to be about 6 months old before we start taking her on the trails, so that she can first enjoy it, and second of all, old enough to deal with anything that's a little rough. So that's why you haven't seen any videos of us doing trails. A lot of it's also been ironing out any random gremlins that Kathryn here has shown us. The kids have been playing, and the neighborhood kids and with my kids been playing in her. So I gotta clean her. She's all dusty because, you know, no doors, and yeah. So we still have some things to do with Kathryn as well. So stay tuned while we take care of both these Jeeps. He's probably not going to get the crazy interior treatment as Kathryn did, unless something goes bad. I did get a new mount because I needed it. As for interior wise, I think the only thing my wife said she would like to get is a roll cage like that put in. But we'll see. Mostly, I got the roll cage mostly so I can put equipment across there. But then again, Mountain Vista made bars that go across there that you can do just that. So I might be buying those from Mountain Vista and not have to worry about it. But her worry is if we go to, like, say, Black Bear Pass and something happens, that the roll cage could save her and the kids. And I agree. So we'll see how things go. Yeah. Like I said, if you enjoy this kind of content, like getting it set up and then going off-roading and doing doing some overlanding with untraditional Jeeps, because, you know, the LJs and the JKs get all the love. Do it with some ZJs, because, you know, ZJs need love too. Then definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and just bear with me. It's going to be slow going for a little bit, because, you know, we got to get those parts first, and we got to go and figure out what's wrong, or we could figure out where all the cancer is. That's what's wrong. I mean, he drove amazingly all the way here, but got to take care of that cancer, and got to do all the little things, you know. And I've always done family comes first, toys come second. So if you don't see a video from me for a while, it's usually because I'm dealing with family, or the house needs something, or the kids need something, and it usually takes my money away from the Jeep. And if that's the case, then the Jeep sits. And that's where she's been for the last month. She's been sitting, waiting for me to just, you know, get off my rear end and fix her. But my kids all the homeschooling stuff's been needing to get ironed out, and classes all organized and getting ready. So last month we've been getting the year's curriculum put together. So this time for 2 kids instead of 1. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I'll end it with the clip of me Dan handing off the General to me. So yeah, take it away. So we're here with Dan picking up the Grievous and taking him to Kansas. So how's it feel to get rid of your Jeep?
I'm strangely comfortable with it.
You're strangely comfortable.
If anybody else was going to buy it, I'd probably not be okay with it. Yeah. But it's you, so I'm like, this is cool. Yeah. I'm excited for what you can do with it.
And we're going to be giving him the Kathryn treatment.
Kathryn treatment.
Yep. he's gonna spend time with Kathryn, her big brother, or her big sister. So give you more driveway space for more ZJ or more XJs. Hey, maybe an MJ.
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta finish that double long.
Yeah.
One day.
Hey, maybe buy an MJ in the south or the Pacific Northwest where there's no rust.
That's the only way.
Yep.
There are no other MJs anywhere else.
There's some in Kansas, but I wouldn't.
Rotten?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
They're rotten here too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're about ready to take off and a long drive home. Any extra words?
Take care of my baby.
I will. Yep. So you want to follow the transformation of the General? You can check out my channel and check out Dan's channel for his history of building him up from a busted free Jeep.
Yeah, free
ZJ
condition.
to what he is now. So, yeah, fun times.